Hey yo, what is good YouTube? It's your boy Meso and I'm back for another epic haircut transformation. If you're watching this video, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see the full haircut and learn something new. So yeah, this is right now I'm just starting off and I'm parting all this hair and I'm just making sure that everything is parted. It's not really like the cleanest parts. I probably should have made them cleaner, but you know what I'm saying, we look over and we learn. So right now I'm just parting the hair. And right now I'm coming in with my number 2 detachable blade using my Oster Octanes, and I'm using them just to clear space because he hasn't had a haircut since about December. I want to say about December. It's been a long time. I don't think it was December, but it's been a really long time. So right now I'm just clearing out space for the fade. So we're going to be doing like a crop top fade. So it's going to be high, but it's not going to be too high. So right now I'm just setting my guideline. I just know where I want it to be at. Okay, so right here I'm coming in with my number 4 guard fully open, and then I'm gonna go fully closed, and this is just my process of fading. I like to start with my high guards and I like to work my way down to my smaller guards. This is really just to debulk the hair. So when you're debulking, you're just clearing out space for a fade. So that's all I'm really doing. So now I put on my number 3 guard, and right now I'm just going the same exact steps. I'm going open, then I'm going fully closed, but I'm not going as high as I did with the number 4 guard. And I know you all see a lot of bulk on the clipper, on the hair, but just remember that it's not going to be like that because I'm coming within the shears and we're going to make it work. So right now I'm coming in with my lever fully open and I'm setting my real first guideline. So right now I'm starting in the back of the head because I want to picture like how high I want this fade to be. So right now with my lever open, I'm going up and now I'm just setting the guideline. It's kind of right underneath the, what's that called, the parietal ridge, the bone in the back of his head. I'm sorry, I forgot what it's called. Occipital, right underneath the occipital bone. And right now I'm just following and just setting my guideline, just making sure it's even on both sides. Okay, so right now I'm coming in with my number 2 guard. You know, I like to start fully open and then I'm gonna work my way down fully closed, and I'm just following. You see when I put the clipper with the number 3 guard on there, and I'm just going right underneath that with the number 2 guard. And with any type of hair, with straight hair, with curly hair, with over curly, really straight hair, I like to use the same process when it comes to fading. I like to work my way down instead of working my way up. It makes my job a lot easier for me and I don't get lost in my fading process. So I think that everybody should use that. If it makes sense to you in your head, then it's gonna work out. So right now I'm coming in with my number 2 guard fully closed and I'm just working at it. And then after I finish that step, I go down to the next guard, which is the 1.5, and I'm going fully open. And then I just go open and close. So you just gotta watch and you just gotta know when to go open and close. Alright, so on the next step I go down from a 1.5 to the 1 guard, and I am using the wall guard system. So it goes 1.5, then it goes to 1, and Andis has incorporated this system. Now they have 1.5 guards, so you can use this on Andis too. But I'm going my lever open, and then I'm going with my lever closed with the number 1 guard. Alright, so after I finish that step, I come in with my half guard, which is the 0 guard, and I'm just coming in and I'm using my lever fully open, then I'm using my lever fully closed. And as you can see, the fade is starting to come together. There's a whole lot of bulk at the top of the hair, but don't worry about that. It's going to get cleared out and you will see how I clear it out. So really I'm just making sure making sure that my real fade is good. And now I'm coming in and I'm just detailing my fade now. I'm really just detailing my fade and just making sure everything is clean. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can move on to my next step. That's something I like to do. If you have a clean workspace, your haircut is gonna come out better. So just work with just make sure your workspace is clear, like dust off the client, stuff like that. Alright, so this is the part everybody has been waiting for. I know it's been throwing y'all off that it's a lot of bulk right there, but right now I'm coming in with my thinnest shears, and this is how you keep the shape of the haircut without taking away the shape of the haircut. You can use thinnest shears to remove some of the volume of the hair and just help everything kind of blend. These are not blending shears. Blending shears do work a little better, but all I have is thinnest shears, so I'm just going to use them and thin out the hair, just take away all the bulk. So I know it's not going to be perfect on the first pass, but obviously when you go back in detail, it's going to be way better. So really I just wanted the shape just to be a little better. So with thinnest shears, you just don't want to go over it too much, because then you're just cutting the hair. You just want to remove the volume. So right now I'm coming in with my All-Star Octanes. I usually like to detail with a 1.5 blade. I don't know, that's just my favorite blade. So when I detail with a 1.5, it kind of just smooths everything out for me, and that's what I use to detail. And as you can see, I'm just using about every clipper. I'm just using about every clipper to detail and the fade, and just make sure the fade is good. Alright, so as you can see, I wet the hair to make sure everything was saturated. I like to cut straight hair with the hair being moist, so I like to saturate the hair with water. And then I come in and I set my first part. I like to start in the back and work my way up to the front. For me, it's personally just easier. And the shear game is something I'm not 100% good on. I'm probably like 50%. Like I can cut it even, but I can't really like do the best styles and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of barbers do lack in their shear work, and I mean that's just because that's something that's not covered a lot in school, and that we don't really take the time to learn it. So it's something I do want to learn. So right now, as you can see, I'm just following my parts and I'm just matching up the hair with the last part that I did. And so as you comb out the hair, you'll see like it's really not even. So right now I'm cutting out his bang, and he wants it like a crop top, so I'm just cutting out the length on the front, and then I'm just trying to make sure it's even. Really, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know what in the world I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing, I have an idea of what I'm doing, but it's really just like trial and error. Not like really trial and error, but it's really just work with it and then come back and fix it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really do. It's not about luck. I do have a system, but I don't really know how to explain it 100%. I just follow my guidelines. And I did also do diagonal cutting, cross cutting, all that type stuff to give it the texture. So to give the hair texture, if you're wearing like a crop, what's it called? I forgot what the term is, but a crop haircut, just go diagonally with the hair. My camera cut off, so I couldn't show y'all me texturizing, but as you can see, I'm coming in with the volume powder by Tune 45. My clients love this stuff, especially when they want to wear a hairstyle that's kind of sticking up and not laying down a lot. I use this powder right here because it does give like a lot of volume. And as you can see, the hair is texturized. I did texturize the hair. I didn't show it in the video. So right now, when you apply the volume powder, you just want to make sure that you massage it in. So just massage it into the hair. Don't comb it into the hair. Just massage it. and you don't need too much. It really works really well. And then I come back with the blow dryer, because the blow dryer does add volume to the hair. So if you're using a hot blow dryer, it does add volume to the hair. So I just come in with that after I use my volume powder, and then boom, it's good. Tune 45 made a heck of a product. Like, this is a great product. And right now I'm just coming in with my detachables, and I'm just still detaching it. I mean, detaching, my bad. And I'm still just fading it. And I'm just trying to make sure that the fade is good. There's still lines in the fade that I know I have to come in and attack. But I showed my client the length, and he said that's a good length for him. So I'm happy he liked it. So I just told him I had to come back and just do some more texturizing, and he really liked the length. So that's perfect. And so right now I'm just coming in with my shears, and I'm just trying to make sure that everything is as even as I can get it. I just want to make sure that the fade is right and all those type of things. So yeah, just really take your time with a haircut like this. It is a little scary when you first started, because you don't really know how to, especially for somebody like me. I don't really cut a lot of straight hair. I do cut straight hair, but when I do cut it, it's not, I don't cut it like, I might go a day without cutting straight hair. You know what I'm saying? So it's something I don't cut often, but I do know how to cut it. And so right now it was a line right there, so I'm just coming back and detailing. That's the main thing about cutting hair. Like, this fade is blurry, bro. I know y'all see the fade, but the main thing about cutting hair is always go over your work. Like, you can see, like, I have lines right there. You just want to make sure that you're detailing to attack the lines, and make sure that you're giving it the best fade, and give your best in the haircut. Like, this haircut took me about probably 45 minutes, and I'm okay with that, because it's a different haircut and it's going to take time. And so I knew that I have to keep, I'm going to have to keep going over the haircut, and that's fine with me. Like, as long as the client likes it and the haircut is good to me. If it's good to me, then I like it. And if the client likes it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the mindset. And I always want to get better. So I know next time he sits in the chair, it's going to be crazy. But as you can see, my man came in there looking rough, man. So look, this is the end result, man. Here it goes right here. Make sure y'all leave a thumbs up, man. Make sure y'all comment, share, and subscribe. I'm gone. Shee.